like to call this meeting to order. The San Juan Economic Development Corporation, San Juan City Hall, 512 South Nebraska Avenue. Our first thing on the call to order is a Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next we have our roll call. Starting with Mr. Juan.
Benafona, EDC Director.
President Marco Villegas.
Vice President Dina Sofia.
Secretary Treasurer Jessica Ramirez.
Sanchez,
Alisa Leon, Legal Counsel.
Okay. Ms. Marta, she's on public comments?
We don't have any.
No public comments? Okay. Next thing on the agenda is Director's Report.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, good evening. A couple of things that I have under Director's Report. The first one is the ICSC in Las Vegas. I gave you all a packet. It's in front of you. Go through it. Let us know as soon as you can. See if you're going to be able to make it. We'd like to attend the meeting. It'll be on May the 19th to the 21st. Obviously, we'll be flying out on the 19th. Coming
What's
back
the
on
19th on?
Sunday.
19th on a Sunday?
Yes. Tuesday's the 21st.
So,
So 19th to the 21st.
yes. So there's some, I think with Mark Deal already registered pretty much all of us. If in case we don't want to go, we don't have to go. But the rooms are here available. I don't know if we do it like we did it last year, with the pumps and all.
Okay.
But please let us know as soon as you can so that we can make the proper arrangements and accommodations for you guys.
Okay.
The other one, we're having a ribbon cutting. It's called the Sweet Mix right next to here next to City Hall, off of Longoria or Nebraska. I don't know the date or time yet, but it is forthcoming. So I just put it out there because the last thing I wanted to do, we're not aware of it. But I just don't know if it's going to be like in the morning or in the afternoon, and the date is. Another thing that we're trying to do is, for the first time, we're working with Ms. Laura in trying to get what we call the market day. And what it is, bring a whole bunch of vendors, different vendors from the city of San Juan, preferably here at by the parking lot. We're looking and preparing for maybe some DJ music just to keep it kind of live, and but it's a market that people can come over and sell some food, knickknacks, whatever the case may be. But we're hoping that we can have it by March the 16th, which is maybe in about 3 weeks. I think it's going to be the first one, not the last one, hopefully not the last one. And what we want to do is continue growing on.
Might want to get with GWs as well. They were having,
We're going to invite all of these
they
people.
were having theirs, and they have the contacts to some of those that
Yeah.
were started off in their parking lot.
I know that at the city we have Municipal that has a bunch of vendors, and we're going to be reaching out to all of them. The last one, just Dunkin' Donuts update. Before you, there's on the packet. I want you to see that there's already movement on that. They were about to lay the job last week, but because of the rain, the weather, they're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. But it's there. You can see it's coming up already. So we're hoping that maybe within the next 4 months we'll have a Dunkin' Donuts here in San Juan, plus another little place, and to get the memo, but it's about having to do with those healthy juices. This is what we'll go every single morning and get the juices out of the package.
Dunkin' Donuts.
The other stuff I have an executive session, but we'll discuss an executive session. This is my report. And then you all have any questions?
Real quick question then on the ICSC in Las Vegas.
Yes, sir.
After going to Dallas, and I know most of us saw, and the RGB Guardian had that articles of different representatives as well, and from all the cities combined. And when Dan Diaz came out, has there been any talks on that of Edinburgh wanting to start something and not calling out, but so to say, getting all the cities on board? So there'll be a Rio Grande Valley section presentation over there?
Yeah, so that was a dialogue that we had in Dallas about maybe representing the RGB, not necessarily just one city.
All of us together?
Right. So that's one of the things we're in dialogue with. So hopefully more than a handful of cities can get together. Maybe we can represent the whole
One area?
one area, right? And it's not going to be a small one, it's going to be a big one.
Yeah. You've been talking to them about that? Still talking? Okay. Yeah, that way we can represent well.
And as a matter of fact, at the next meeting, I'll bring you all a sponsored package for ICSC for the mixer and stuff like that, so they can put our name on the banner.
Okay. Any questions, guys?
By when do you want to know, Mr. Arjona, if we're going to attend or not attend? Do you have a cutoff date for us so we can make sure we meet the
Tonight
deadline?
at midnight.
Tonight at midnight. Got it.
Martha?
Eso es
Stay away.
By today.
Today?
Yes, you know, by today, so I can register.
So you can get the early rate.
The rates change?
$200.
Yes,
get them
we
closer
already
for
The rates change?
Right.
Yes.
And that's the challenge has always been to be closer to the event. The hotel, instead of doing, walking like so many different blocks, I know some people don't really like to walk. But if we can get it as close as possible to the event, it will be even better. So the sooner that we can get the info, the better for us.
Then, they made me play over there. The graduation?
On the 19th?
25th.
And
That
this is
weekend.
on the,
Oh, that week.
it'll be the weekend we come back.
We're gonna make sure this ICS, everything's in line before I sign the
Check on it.
contract. I'll find out here pretty soon.
Okay.
Not tonight, though.
So,
If for some reason we register, Ms. Martha, and we have to cancel, is there a refund possible?
Yes, you can attend the next one.
Oh, so they won't give you the money back, they won't transfer the
Give you credit.
they'll give you credit for future funds.
We'll pass out that info. There was a question as far as, is there gonna be a cost per booth at the market day? I would say it's about $10.
Okay.
But as soon as we get the details, we'll bring it back to you.
yeah, with the other cities that wanted to participate.
Whoever wants to.
No, this is as far as.
Oh, no, this is ours.
Oh, the market days, here, market days, okay. I'm talking
The one
about
at
that.
City Hall.
No, and the other one for ICSC, I know it's not gonna be pricey, but there's gonna be some fees involved. Only because of the stuff that we're all gonna be participating on.
I think we've been showing more of a presence at those kind of
Yeah.
events. Okay, no questions, guys? All right, next we have discussion possible action on the following matters.
Yes, on the first one, which is the downtown revitalization, I'd like to maybe skip that one until we get to the number 3 and go straight with number 2, which is discussion possible action, event and sponsorship promotional for the PSJ ISD Abilities Awareness Walk to be held on Saturday, April 13, 2024.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Daisy Suniga. I'm one of the social workers with special education. And this year, we will be hosting a All Abilities Awareness Walk, which is a little different from last year. For the past 10 years, we've been having an autism awareness walk, but this year we wanted to encompass all the different abilities that we work with in special education. So therefore, we're changing it moving forward. We are asking for sponsorship from the EDC. If you all can be gold sponsors, the way you all were last year, with your gold sponsorship for $500, your logo will be placed in the back of our awareness shirts, which will have this same logo. We're expecting to sell at least 2,500, which is what we ordered last year. All the proceeds from our event, from the shirt sale, go directly to scholarships for children that are receiving special education services through PSJA. Up to date, we've awarded $52,500, which we were surprised when we did the math. So we're excited and just want to continue offering these opportunities for the students that we work with.
Okay. Sounds good. We did the gold last year,
Yes,
correct?
you all did the gold last year, so therefore, that's why we're here again to see if you all can continue to assist us with the sponsorship.
I like that you're including more of the disabilities out there for the kids, because we all know there's so many special needs individuals out there. So I think that's great that you're encompassing all of them, so.
And that's why we wanted to go ahead and, move forward to encompass all the disabilities, because we work with so many different children that have, a lot of different abilities.
Sounds good.
So for item number 3,
Number 2.
no, number 2, sorry, because we skipped, it's item 2, sponsorship promotional.
I'll make the motion and give them.
We got a motion for the gold
Second.
500, is a second. All those in favor? Aye. All those against? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have their information, Ms. Martha? We have
And
their
we're invited, correct?
Yes, correct. You all can have a booth, and I'll send you all information if you all want to purchase a shirt as well.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
guys.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
The next item, Mr. Chairman?
Go with the door, is that way the door is?
Which is a large fee.
3.
No, now we go back to one, right? You want to do a conjunction with three?
Yeah, both of them are gonna be together. One and number 3, which is the proposal for the ERO Architectural Services of the Juan Downtown Gateway Signifier Project. We have Mr. Juan Williams and Ms. Kelly here with us to explain to us what is a signifier
Welcome back,
project.
Brian.
Working.
Hi,
Welcome back.
thank you. Feeling much better than the last time. I can walk better now. Fully recovering from my surgery, almost fully recovered. By the way, this is nice. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
Thank
Do we
you.
have anything to do with this?
Not yet. We can put your logo on it and purchase some more.
I can purchase this entire thing right here.
We're in the market for another one, so yeah.
That's nice. I like this. Good job. So for the record, Brian Godinez, principal with ER Architects. We've been involved in your planning now for quite some time with the Nebraska Avenue Downtown Revitalization. We have been doing quite a bit of work on the infrastructure side, the horizontal side. We've completed and have gone through staff reviews and given staff approvals on your construction document set. You have now a shovel-ready set for the Genesis portion of Nebraska from Business 83 to 9th Street for all of the improvements we spoke about. And we have the schematic design set, 100% completed, ready for TxDOT review for the portion of Interstate to Business 83.
How are we going along with the text dot stuff?
What's that?
With the text dot dialogue? We're supposed to
We
be-
sent them the set and requested a meeting and a review discussion to see, we have been following, Kelly, pretty safe to say that we've been following the recommendations that they've given us so
If
far.
we were waiting on text dot.
Yeah.
There was a couple of things.
But they said proceed, we did, now we've given them, now we're waiting for final review.
And we're supposed to be shovel ready and
You've got a schematic set, you don't have a construction document set yet, but that would take us about 3 months to finish up. It's pretty safe to say, Kelly, correct me if I'm wrong, but our schematic design set is about 30% construction set, isn't it?
Yes.
More or less, yeah. But we just don't want to proceed until TxDOT gives us a blessing.
correct.
And then at that point, Mr. Arcona, we've been waiting to hear about funding
Right.
from them.
Right.
Their portion, not Genesis, but their portion. Yeah, which I believe we got encouraging news that that is a possibility. Yeah.
It's a good possibility, so hopefully that the ones that they receive, they're all the info, we can dialogue with them a little bit better in the sense that this is what we have, this is what's in place, can we do that little funding mechanism that we talked about?
So,
Real quick, Brian, real quick.
Yes, sir.
And for the record, I forgot to mention that Coach Neto Guajardo joined us, as well as our board member Armando Garza. Just for the record. Thank you. Go ahead.
so, two elements that we think are fundable immediately and doable is the gateway signifier, that arch that we've shown you from the visuals and from the animation that welcomes people to the city of San Juan with the seal as they come in from the bus terminal. This would go right at the corner of 6th and Nebraska, all the way from the wonderful City Hall to the not-so-wonderful property across the street. The one that has a sign that I have no idea what the heck that means over there about this gentleman right here. Anyway, this gateway, we call it a signifier. And for those of you that live in FAR, did I step out of line here just a bit?
No.
We all live in San Juan.
Yeah. For those of you that live in downtown FAR, you've seen that metal structure that they have with 4 or 5 subsets of it. That's called a signifier, or a gateway signifier. We think that the one that we've designed for you is much more attractive, much more aesthetically pleasing. It has stone in it. It has a much better feel. It matches what we did for the City Hall, the fire station, and of course the Basilica. And so we went ahead with Ben's permission and worked with staff to have a complete set of construction drawings for that, ready to be leaded for construction. And what's in front of you is a proposal for our fee, which is a total of $30,000. Right now, we would only invoice you for the portion of the construction documents, which is $18,000. The remainder of the fee would be invoiced as you go through construction, whenever that you all decide to do that. So we're just asking for permission to submit our proposal for construction drawings.
We're finally at that point.
You're at that point.
We've been trying to get to that point.
Yeah. And the $30,000 fee is not only for the construction drawings, which again, we've worked with staff. We are going to make some additional changes. We decided recently, as much as in the last 2 weeks, that we think we should put some bollards, is that what they're called, Kelly?
Yes.
Bollards that protect the gateway portion, the bottom portion. in the event, because it scoots out towards the road pretty closely. So if a car accidentally veers a bit towards it, it protects the Gateway Bridge. So those bollards are very, very significant protection. And then also, we decided that Ben and Danny came up with the idea, why don't we light it from the bottom up? Recessed lighting at the bottom from the sidewalk so it lights up on the sides, because it will be lit in the middle, but we thought from the sides it would look really attractive. We're going to be adding those two components to the construction drawings. But you've got a project ready to be let out. We've done a cost estimate, and it's just a question of when you all are ready to go. We will continue to work with you as your architect of record for bidding and negotiations and construction administration of the project until it's finalized. That's all in our proposal to you all for that. I think that's it. Does that pretty much cover it all?
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, I can curl 20 pounds now. I can do 10 squats.
Show us.
Show us before we vote.
Side effect that prevents me from doing that, but I'm working on it. Now, you don't want to see that part.
Hear it or see it.
You don't want to see that or hear that part right now. But Kelly gave me some great advice on how to deal with it, so I'm going to do it.
Mr. Juan, going back on this, and we're okay with this, we're financially where we're supposed to be as far as...
So as far as with the fees, yes. As far as for the gateway, that'll be something that we're gonna be
Getting funding for.
with Bobby, the FA. And at that point, we'll bring it back before you guys. It's not just gonna be that, but also another project that we're working in conjunction with the city. That we're gonna be bringing it back to the city and the EDC as well.
We have a cost estimate of about $500,000 on the gateway.
This is something that legal needs to review before we vote, or they've already reviewed it, or we don't need to take that step?
No, not yet.
Yeah, and the proposal terms are exactly the way we always submit. There's no difference, no change.
Yeah, like that, that's why I said, I mean, we're finally getting to that point where we need to
Yes, sir.
get, for Genesis to get going. I know we've been discussing Genesis for quite a while.
Yeah, it's okay.
I have a question. So it's 30,000, and then what used to be done is 18 right now. It's towards the 30, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, then the remainder balance, the 12,000, will be paid off during bidding negotiations and construction
It's not okay.
until we close the project out.
What is the cost estimate?
About $500,000. Yeah, we think, everybody feels pretty confident in $500,000. The only things that we have not costed out yet are the bollards and the lighting, recessed lighting from the sidewalk up.
Sounds better when you say 250,000.
Well, you can say 200 on the side. We're going north to south, 250 south, north to
What's
south.
one side first and then?
That's a quarter.
I say do it for the buses coming in, they can see
And
that.
500.
We'll start with the north side.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I have an update on something else, but I'll let you all vote on this first, then I want to update you on another.
Seems everything's been going, and you know, my thing is with the text dot, and that seems to be going smooth so far.
So far.
we wanted to, you know, hopefully we,
It just seems like things are lining up very positively for that to be financed.
yes, so
Yeah.
hopefully we can get that financing done, okay?
Unfortunately, you all have to finance the Genesis portion, they won't.
Yeah. But the
Yeah.
rest of it, that being ready, it's a lot easier.
And as we always said, we can do it one block at a time, starting from the city hall and then heading south
I
towards the
think that
fire
opens
station.
our eyes once they see
Oh, yeah,
this part.
yes, sir.
And once they see this part, they'll realize that we're serious about that. And hopefully at that point, the funding can be easier to say, let's do what we want to do.
And we did our part. No. Okay, to the board, any questions? Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes.
Thank you, sir. One last thing I want to bring up. We are having an internal kickoff meeting on your commercial development plan. If you recall, that had a 5-month schedule. We were going to have a discovery and a series of visioning events with you all as a board, with the city commission, and eventually with the business leadership in the community. And then we want to do a survey of the community.
Get the community
Yeah.
involved.
So we want you to know that that is moving along. You'll be hearing about some dates and some activities at the next meeting.
We'll be able to get that information out to the citizens and all that.
Once we do the first meeting, yes.
What we're really excited about, as I told you when we had Broadus and Dunaway here on the pitch that night, is they are linked to P3 and downtown sources, funding, investment opportunities for whatever we vision out. We want the vision that we put together, ultimately the concepts and or the building that we identify, we want them to be investable.
Think so.
Yeah, and then eventually marketable where our local community, the citizens of San Juan and outside are consuming.
You brought a good point as far as the P3, and I know we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
As far as the TV side and the event center. Maybe we can talk about a P3 with the event center.
We can?
You know?
Absolutely, we can talk about P3 and anything that has revenue opportunities.
Right.
Yeah, and one of the tools that we need to talk about, Ben, is TERS. We need to re-explore that TERS that you all looked at a while
I
back.
met with the county last week, so it's.
We'll need that.
Yes.
We'll need that tool. We're going to seek investment that way. That's it. That's all the update I have for y'all.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Bryan.
Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. If you don't need us anymore, we will leave. I'll let you all continue.
Yes, sir.
Feel better, Brian? I will. You can count on it. I'm seeing my surgeon this week for the first time since the surgery, and hopefully I'm going to get full clearance on everything.
Who did your surgery?
MD Anderson. Yeah, I am officially cancer-free.
That's awesome.
We.
Congratulations.
I'm going to get to ring the bell.
Yes.
Yeah, on a Thursday.
Congratulations.
Looking forward for you.
Thank you.
Send us a picture of you ringing the bell.
I will. I will.
Good camera. You too, send us a picture.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Discussion and possible action on 17th Annual Fishing for Hope Tournament. Invoice from August 29, 2023.
What is this?
So this is an invoice that was sent over in hopes that we can pay for this. Now, this particular invoice or this particular tournament, we never got it, we never made it to no meeting. However, they're requesting for us to consider maybe paying for this invoice because of the fact that we have sponsored this in the past.
But we got an invoice?
Yes, sir.
How do you get an invoice if you don't? Do we went to the tournament? I'm just asking because usually an invoice
Right.
for services.
So we received the invoice and
So we did have participation from someone?
no.
No, sir.
No, we didn't?
The only thing I do remember, because I did attend it, was that there was a lot of advertisement from the city of San Juan, that's for sure. When I was there. I didn't know that, I never, dawned on my mind that it never went through.
And it never came through.
Oh, so it didn't, okay.
Yeah, but I was there, and there was an advertisement as far as the city is, you know, as far as.
And it just never.
It just, I don't know, I just don't recall it ever making it.
No, it never made it to the meeting.
Yeah, it never got to us.
Right.
So we checked when I was asked about this. We checked out when we were with Martha, I asked about because I had thought we already paid, because we usually pay like right away. We went back to the books, there was no checks issued to the Fishing for Hope. We went back to every single meeting and it never made it to the
I
agenda.
don't remember seeing it.
So it was an assumption
No, not
that
that-
because it had been approved in the past, it would automatically be approved, but it never even made a meeting for that for discussion.
Is 1,500 the only tier or the only level
I'm sure there's different levels.
of that? I'm just asking, sir.
No, this is, as you see the invoice, this is
Oh,
the
but
box. So there's gotta be like a gold, platinum, or whatever. Those are responsible levels.
So do we need to make a motion whether to approve or decline? Well, if it never made the meeting and it wasn't approved, and there was no participation from the city, I would make a motion to decline paying the invoice.
I second that.
That's in the motion and the second?
Motion to decline paying.
Oh, you have a motion and a second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes. And we have executive session. San Juan Economic Development Corporation will convene an executive session in accordance with Texas Open Meetings Act, Vernon Statute and Codes, annotated Government Code Chapter 551071, and Texas Government Code 551.087, deliberation regarding economic development negotiations. Do we have a motion to enter executive session?
Second.
Favor say aye.
Aye.
We're back in executive session. Motion passes. Executive session. Mr. Arjona? Item, no action,
Yes, no action on item A, B, nor C.
A, B, nor Z. No item. No action. Okay. On item B,
I'd like to make a motion to increase our EDC director stipend to 27,000.
Second.
we got a motion and a second for the increase. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes. Do we have a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
We got a motion and a second for adjournment. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. The meeting is now adjourned at 7:12 PM. Thank you.